beautiful Thursday. Coming over here by Alter Metal this morning because I'm hearing radio chatter. I did hear ELS 400 mentioned. So that can only mean one thing. We've got a northbound train coming in. However, there's one slight problem in the way. If you recall, last Friday night when this train came by my house at 11 p.m. at night, they left their train here. They left their train here Friday night. They honked past my house. And went past Alter, and they left most of their train sitting here. Well, it appears to be a conductor walking this way. There's longer than 5. All right, I guess they're gonna ride this all the way back. Just wondering why they never left. Why didn't they just leave this in East Kingsford, or in Kingsford where it was Friday night? And why did they pull it ahead? Heard from a friend that that's LP in Segola has 22 full center beams ready to go. So that train out of Green Bay that they brought needs to go north. But, you know, they need to get this out of the way first, so.
At the crossing, gonna shove through to make the joint. Off and about 2 cars away. We got it too. What about 15 to the joint? That's correct. No, 15 in the crossing. 15 in the next crossing.
All right, let's go to the back of the train. That's probably got to be one of the hardest things to do is judge distance by rail cars rather than feet. I'm just going to go all the way down here to Kingsford by the switch. I don't see the other conductor. I thought maybe he dropped off somewhere, but he might be at the switch there. And they're putting this train on the main, so perhaps they are going to pull out more smart siding. This whole siding over here is filled from Iron Mountain all the way to Kingsford, pretty much. So yeah, a friend of mine doing some work up at LP in Segola said there's 22 full center beams at the mill ready to go. I guess that's all they can fit in there at one time, or 22. I'm thinking they may have their own pusher locomotive or something at the mill, because I'm not sure how they move those cars around. Beeping on my scanner saying, hey, your battery's about to die. might just run over to Family Dollar and go grab a new set of batteries. Not rechargeables. See how long they last. Probably gonna set off the dingers here. Beep. I mean, I don't guess I necessarily need to hear what they're saying, because I know they're going to pull some cars off the siding. So maybe I'll just wait.
So it's kind of muffled on the so. Three. I can't under zero. Okay. You get really 20 feet. A lot better. 10.
Well, I ran and got my scanner some batteries quick. Whoa. Whoa. Is that a mega log hauler? Yeah, I can't hear him either.
POS 411. Something about going for a project. You're on 7, so 7, right?
I guess they're gonna pull a train back south. Although I'm pretty certain they've got a train sitting to the south somewhere that needs to go north.
POS 400, hear me? Clear? Yep, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, I'm on the point, you're lined on the main, you're just back about 6 cars to make the joint. Coming back good for 6. That is correct.
Yeah, they could have absolutely just left that train sitting here on Friday.
3.
I don't know why they pulled it all the way forward just to shove it back. Guessing they had a change of plans in the middle of the night.
One more.
Well, I knew there'd be a train here today. At least I suspected so. Because last night around 6 p.m., Johnny, who is the railroad taxi, more or less, was sitting here in Kingsford. And I heard radio chatter, but the train never made it this far, so I kind of suspected we'd have a train this morning. I figured it was nearby.
He probably got enough clear writing. Roger. Yeah, it looks like it's be close for 15 for maybe for a clearance. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to get to the clearance. I'm gonna cut 10 center beams off and we're gonna put the rest back. Roger. 3 more to clear the switch. I'm 8. Do you need Colin? 2 more cars to clear the switch.
I hate that sound. Yeah, that sound. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea why it does that. You'll sit there and do it for 10 more minutes now. Just keep going. Anyway, I guess they just pulled off, what, 10 center beams off of this? Now they're going to slide the rest back into the siding.
Alright, Hill, it's on the point. You line up siding. Just good to shove the 8 cars to a stopover. Coming back on like that. That's correct. You're going. Coming back 20. Correct. 3 cars. Can I get off at the top here? Yes, and it goes well when you do it. One more car's off there. This one. 12 more cars. That is correct. Steps from the ground. 1 more.
Oh, I think they're going to pull their train they have on the main now. More than likely, they're going to take it to Pembine. Probably stick it into the siding. And I'm sure they got their northbound train somewhere, because I don't think they would have left it all the way in Crivitz, but maybe. Maybe. Anyway, we are going to follow this train and go see where it goes. Because aren't you curious? I know I am. And did you guys watch the last video I put out? Where this train in Coleman got stalled on the tracks And then when they got going again, quite a few center beams got into a very violent rock.
That'll do.
And I thought they were nearly going to come off the tracks, and many of you watching thought the very same thing. So if you haven't seen that video, you should go back and watch it. It was pretty intense. Anyway, I'm going to move positions and go back near where I live, and we'll catch this train heading south. Well, we'll have to see. If they tuck anything else into the siding, or are they going to take what they have now to the south with them? I do believe I see the conductor on board. Well, again, the question sits, will they take this all the way to Crivitz? Or do they leave a northbound train sitting in Pembine? Only one way to find out. We're going to have to go south and follow the train. Here comes Matt. Matt on his moped. I don't guess he's going to go to Pembine on that. That'd be a pretty sketchy ride, I think. Wouldn't you think? And lots of altar metal. Look how full that car is. You alright? Guess we'll run on down to County O. The famous broken pole crossing. It's only famous because I've made it that way. Amongst many of you. Very popular. Alrighty. I suppose, eh? Hey Fred, Green. Where have you been? We haven't seen you in so long. And then Matt. Pretty cool. Let's go south. So funny. I guess he didn't want to get into my shot, but he was already in my shot. It doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? One conductor in the engine and one conductor sitting in 400. All right, let's go up to County O. Well, there's the famous broken pole. As you see the wires up there, there are wires going across. Definitely hear them. Yep. Still broken. It's been like this about 7 years or so. Every utility company in this county says it's not theirs. So I have tried. I've called many a places, contacted many different utility companies, and none of them says it's theirs. So you tell me. I love this shot, don't you? Boy, they don't rock like they do in Coleman, do they? Which I'm glad, because that would be a little scary through here. But yeah, I suspect they're going to tuck this into the siding in Pembine. That's my guess of the day. We'll see if I'm right. I'm surprised nobody else in the railroad group on Facebook posted any information about the northbound train, so we'll have to get on here and find it. All right, off to Pembine we go. Well, my guess was wrong. They do not have a northbound train. they do not have a northbound train. They have a southbound train. They've got tankers to my left they're going to be grabbing to set in between the center beams. Got 4 tankers there to grab out. Yeah, they're going to take this train all the way back to Crivitz, it appears. A very good possibility that they may build a train today to go back to Green Bay with tomorrow. Although they already could have cars set and ready to go where they go back to Crivitz and hook on and keep on going. So I don't know.
Back about 4 cars. Yeah, back 4 joint ELS 400. Correct.
Nothing suspicious about watching cars come out of a bank. I don't know what you guys are so worried about. That thought just occurred to me. All these people that might pull out, see me sitting here thinking I'm recording them, and they just happen to be in the shot. So yeah, one of my friends heard on the radio from the Green Bay yard when they were there just a couple of days ago, talk about them coming back, and this train here might be getting ready to go back that way, and that guy's totally blocking my shot.
I get back.
Yeah, I don't want to freak anybody out, you know what I mean? Recording them, making them think I'm recording them.
L2. Center ELS 400.
Taking it ahead about 6 cars per switch. Nice guy just stopped by to say hi. He said he's a fan of mine. Always enjoy it when people stop by to say hi. Then he realized there was a train here and he's like, oh, gotta go. Can't be in your way while you're filming a video. Yep.
Hey, you're both at the remain just back well to the first.
I turned my radio off. I kept getting squawks and different things that, well, you know what I'm saying. He's still teaching his conductor. I don't know how long training is particularly, but I guess until you get it, or maybe it's a set time limit, but some interesting details. If they decide they're going back to Green Bay, they need to get past Coleman today. Because if they wait until tomorrow, it's supposed to be raining. And you know what happened the last time they went through Coleman in the rain? Well, you would know if you watched my last video, did you? I hope so. It was a dandy. Right now they're checking the CN crossing, making sure there's no trains coming. I bet their sanders work now, though. Well, I bet it's neat watching those cars rock behind. I mean, I only have a side shot of those cars, but I can see they got a good rock going to them. Tanker cars probably not as much. Anyway, I just got a message from John. He's out and about somewhere. I got a voice message from him, but I can't hear it since I'm filming, so. But he's definitely out looking as well, looking for the train, but I told him where it was. So I suspect we'll run into him somewhere down the line because we are going to follow this train today. Well, that one's got a good rock going. If they're going to grab all that altar metal that's sitting in Crivitz as well. All right, well, they're going to make it across Highway 8 before we do. So let's go find some other crossings to go find them at. Yeah, John just said he's heading east. He doesn't live anywhere near the train tracks. He actually lives like 15-20 miles away from the train tracks. Anyway, we were riding right now through Pembine still. I guess we'll go get an interesting long distance shot down Holmes Junction Road. Yeah, me and John were laughing, thinking if this train doesn't make it south of Coleman by the end of the day, and the forecast is right for all rain tomorrow, it's going to make an interesting challenge again. For their sake, I hope they make it across Coleman tonight. We're currently looking east on Holmes Junction Road. That's Highway 141 there. The cars are going across. And that is why there's a stop sign right there. And you'd be surprised the amount of times I've sat here waiting on a train to come and watched cars shoot right across like it wasn't even there. I understand there's a stop sign there now because of a bad accident years ago. I'm not sure if anybody died or not, but that's the reason for stop signs. Did you count the cars? Yeah, they're set to run down 141, heading back to Crivitz. Now, before you guys start wondering, like, oh my God, what is LP and Segola gonna do? They've got so many center beams they need, or God, or this or that. You should know that there's ELS 503 is in Channing, and there is another train crew. They only need one locomotive to switch out at the mill, so I highly suspect that's what's going to happen, or has already happened. They have enough train crews, they don't necessarily have to leave this one to go do that one, you know what I mean? You know, I was just thinking to myself, if I film them across here, then shoot straight to Amberg and get over to Dave's Falls, I might be able to make it out to the train trestle going over the river in the park before they get there. Speed limit for the highway, not the train, but I mean, you know, if you can do it, do it. I made it. I just heard them honking. Oh, out of breath. Oh man, can't believe I got it. Oh. Mosquitoes are everywhere. Oh, I'm being attacked by mosquitoes. Oh my gosh, everywhere. Hard to get a good shot if they keep hitting me. There's a train coming over right now. You gonna get a good shot with the train behind it? Look at this, guys. Good one. Find yourself on YouTube later. I'm done. Enough mosquitoes for me. Mosquitoes everywhere, man. They just, you wouldn't believe, they were on me like quick. Whoa, okay. Bug spray needs to go back in the car, that's for sure. Anyway, look at this beautiful area here in Wisconsin. Dave's Falls. There's a nice little fall over there. If you're not careful where you're walking, you will fall.
Nope, never in a million years would I thought I would have beat them here. And I wasn't even trying. I wasn't even driving fast. I figured for sure they were going to beat me here. They're really slowing down now. know, when I left the house this morning, I did not think I was going to be driving south towards Crivitz and possibly towards Coleman again. At least I brought a cord for my phone to stay charged. Anyway, I'm more interested now to see what happens in Crivitz, because ultimately that's where this train is going. And either they're gonna put all this stuff across the Y and across Highway 141, or they're gonna latch onto it and make another train to go south. But either way, we're gonna find out today. Nah, they're not switching here. Well, better go.
That's what Gerald's watching. Is that your scanner?
No.
Gerald goes, what's the plan, Stan? The top 5, I don't have one. Well, I don't know what that means. Unless it's something that ain't nowhere here.
Right? Yeah, what's the plan, Stan? Plan is to go to Crivitz because we don't need any more video of this train until they get there. Then we wanted to see if it's going to keep going south or what the plan is, Stan. They're stopping. They did. They broke away from the train. Not that I need the shot or anything, but